What is going on, Godcast family? My name is Walter with the Black Film Guild. We are a group of filmmakers and photographers, and we have a course for you. If you're interested in learning more about the technical aspects of filmmaking or photography, please go ahead and sign up. If you use the code link Godcast, you get 50% off, and this course is for photography and videography. We look forward to seeing you there.
When you say young energy, it makes me think about, and also like you knowing your lane and all that, it makes me think about the genius of Public Enemy. The way everybody had their lane, you know what I mean? Griff is the militant trainer of the S1Ws. To me, Flav was at that time young, street, wild energy.
He still is. He says hello today. I talked to him early today. He was switching through some airport. Always the young energy. It's just like that's just him. He gonna ride out just like that. That's just what it is.
Just the way he talked, though, and just the way he was moving back then, he just remind me of like those really street dudes at the time. Like he was, you could just tell he was connected with the streets, and that helped give y'all a certain air of, I mean, y'all was authentic in so many ways, but that that helped ground y'all in a way. Like
everybody was who they was, man. Number one, ain't nobody, see, everybody was what they was. You ain't making no records though. I'm the only guy that's gonna probably be in vocalizing the record.
Right.
But I brought all Roosevelt with me. Me, Hank, we brought all we Roosevelt, Roosevelt, Long Island. So
we had Keith on the show before. Keith was on the show. Shout out.
DJ forever, man. Him and Hank, I was on the mic. Flavor was this other phenomenon. It's like he used to do whack graffiti, and I brought Flavor in, because he was on the end of, every Griff was training cats.
Why did you bring him in? Why did you bring him in originally?
Well, we started working at the radio station at WBAU, and
he was just up there.
he would be getting clowned. Bill Stepney gave him a radio show. He was actually hanging out with Berserk and them, Son of Berserk. Mm-hmm. And he was on the tail end. The first thing I told this guy when he came up to our studios, I said, "You can't smoke up here." Dude's got a black Jerry curl, black hat, black jacket, black jeans, black sneakers, black lips, black mustache, and a black keyboard. And a black pack of Players cigarettes on the first day Players came out. He scratched off Players and just had it all black in with magic marker. So the first thing I'm seeing, this dude's coming up with his cigarette. I said, "You can't smoke up here, dude. Go across the street, get them Chinese chicken wings or something, but you can't do it here." But we started, we all became close, and my dad we used to move furniture in the city, rich folks furniture all throughout the tri-state area. We was a moving company and shit. And one day I should say, "Flav, you need a job. You need to work with us. We move in furniture." So that's a real story. Me and Flavor through New York City switching the steering wheel on U-Haul trucks, moving furniture, him at the wheel and yelling at people while Howard Stern or Imus is on the radio. You can't get nothing else on AM. And so we built the kinship. So one time, I'd be like, "Okay, I'm going to make some tapes for WBAU." He had his thing on BAU, and I did this thing, Public Enemy #1. And I said, "Yo, we just finished coming off of work." So I said, "I just need you to book in this. Do like James Brown and Bobby Bird. Just talk this shit. I need you to talk in the beginning. I'm a rhyme, and I need you to cap it off like James Brown and Bobby Bird." Shit caught fire. It was a tape for 2 years and stuff like that. And then so I was like, "Yo, man, we gonna do this together like that." And then that was the song that Rick Rubin wanted for years. I did it 1984. Just
was that?
Tapes, And the first one said, I could go solo like a Sugar Ray Bolo, because that was the fight that Sugar Ray Leonard fought Roberto Duran and clowned him up in Montreal and did the Bolo punch. Bow, you know? So that's how that went back. But this is a song that all the new Rush guys in Def Jam had just started 84. They said, we got to get this dude. And I was like, nah, we got our own thing. We trying to do syndicated radio. We all trying to do a different thing. Y'all got your thing. We trying to have our thing. And for 2 years, I turned down Rick Root. And Rick said everybody. He said everybody trying to get pieces of our camp. He got Dre. Original Concept was the first signing out of there. And he did Pump That Bass and Knowledge Me. That comes from our whole our whole crew out there.
Knowledge Me. Oh man, that was that shit.
So yeah, and then we you know, we said in '86, let's say, okay, let's do this together. And that's when we dealt with Def Jam. We brought our kind of camp into that camp with a couple of, okay, let's do this. And I brought everybody with me. And that's how it was supposed to be. We always operated as a team, and the yin and the yang, and you know, everybody was themselves and different, and everybody wasn't kumbaya with each other. Even to this day, it's just everybody is who they are. So it's never been but me, I was always a person like, I'm good with everybody. We can make this happen. Kumbaya, group hug, you know, let's go forward. And I did that thing 29 years in a row, man. 29 years in a row.
I remember this buzz about Public Enemy, about that song, about Public Enemy #1. And I think My Uzi Weighs a Ton.
Yeah.
I feel like what years did those come out in? What year did that come out?
87.
87. So
those songs in 86. See, our album was supposed to come out in 86. Really, 86, our album was supposed to come out. But Def Jam had really seriously became a force with what? LL's first album, Radio, and then Beastie Boys, License to Ill. But the Beastie Boys was supposed to come out early on in 86. We supposed to come out in fall. I'm coming out with all kinds of things we did in 86, riding off of Raising Hell and all that. And then all of a sudden, we learned what a big system does. Bruce Springsteen was coming out. You know what that did in the system? That pushed the Beastie Boys all the way back to fall. They said, we don't give a fuck what this rap shit is. Bruce Springsteen is coming out on CBS. So y'all ain't coming out, Beastie Boys, in the summer. Def Jam, y'all coming out in fall. So what that happened, License to Ill comes out in October. We get pushed back into 1987. LL was had to do a follow-up. Me and Hank went to LL's house. Said, well, maybe we could work with LL's album. And then we also went to Ricky D's house. Slick Rick. We live right down the street from Chuck Chillout up in Brownswood. And we was like, say, okay, we could work with the system, but we got to see if we can sneak our album up in the middle of this while we working on other people's albums or whatnot. But long story short, yeah, we got pushed into 1987. So a lot of what we thought on Yo Bum Rush the Show was kind of outdated. Because back then, hip-hop rap was a singles medium. It's like we cut 1 week, that shit's out in the streets 4 weeks later. And that's how Independence was rocking. And that's why Rakim and KRS-One, they the Louis Armstrongs and the Duke Ellington of hip-hop and rap music. Because everything changed after they vocals, man. And cats still haven't stopped rhyming like they instituted that in 86. They changed the whole game. Before you had to rhyme to the beat and race with the beat and keep up with the beat and keep up with the DJ. Rakim was like, nah, man, that beat's gonna move to me.
Right.
KRS-One made that. He made that declaration when he did Poetry. So those two dudes changed everything, man. Which, you know, and we were fired. We were competitors. We were like, damn, man, the style we had in 86 would have roasted them in 86. But here we are, 87. And Rakim and KRS-1, Boogie Down Productions, and Scott LaRock, they changed everything.